Hello, hi. My name is Joey. I'm going to read a press statement released yesterday by the Great Trust to mark the occasion of Father's Day. Great Trust condemns institutional fatherhood discrimination and calls for equality of parenthood for the protection of the genuine interest of children. Sunday, 20th June 2010 is Father's Day, a culmination of the annual fatherhood season. On this occasion, the Great Trust expressed solidarity with responsible fathers of the world and virtuous women who stand by their men. Simultaneously, we call for an urgent overhaul of family law and practices that discriminate against fathers in favor of mothers and seriously undermines the rights of children. The Great Trust reaffirms its stance that the best interest of children is best served by the manifestation of equality of fatherhood and motherhood rights and responsibilities, and not otherwise. The right of the child is unambiguous that children have a right of equal positive parenting by both mother and father. It is no accident, therefore, that the majority of children involved in juvenile delinquency hail from single parenting settings where the influence of family law discrimination is a precipitating factor. We join in deploring the alarming rates of casualties of fatherhood discrimination, where young children and teenagers increasingly commit previous unheard of capital crimes including murder and rape. The discrimination against fatherhood rights of access, parenting, and residence creates an irreplaceable vacuum in the lives of children, which unleashes a multi-generational vicious cycle of single parenting that is wrecking lives and rocking the very foundation of society big time. A critic of the single equalities bill soon to become law in the UK is that it missed a golden opportunity to outlaw fatherhood discrimination with gender equality law necessary to protect children who are lenders of the who are leaders of the future. It is incomprehensible that regardless of the progress made in terms of gender equality on the other front, discrimination against fathers in favor of mothers has been allowed by relevant authorities to entrench and inflict incalculably devastating damage at the very fundamental institution of society. The family, which is the family, which is a violation of the principles of gender equality. Vindictive mothers are aware of the loophole and therefore use it against the men. Precisely because of the discrimination in parental law and the bias of the family court against fathers, most fathers simply move on to the short-term victory celebrations by attacking women, but unfortunately to the long-term detriment of innocent children. Existing law in the West and the family courts have a notoriety of mistaken equation and misconstruction of the interest of children as the selfish interest of vindictive mothers by their nature trend the records of ruling of custody and residence order in favor of mothers, regardless of their misconduct, which invariably puts children at great risks and subservient to enduring irreparable damage. Contradictions in existing gender equality law makes it possible for women to have outright parental responsibility from birth, but not men. In the UK, for instance, unless the details of biological fathers are entered on the birth certificate of children at registration, fathers have to prove paternity via via costly paternity tests, which has become a booming market on the mystery of fathers. The case is even worse for unmarried fathers, where unmarried mothers have automatic parental rights, but fathers have to go through tests to establish fatherhood rights. Strangely, however, while unmarried fathers do not have automatic parental rights, they are, however, slapped with outright parental responsibility by agencies and chased after for maintenance without proof of fatherhood. This contradiction in rights and responsibilities is inconsistent with fairness, reasonability, and justice principles of equalities, and the law must be eradicated accordingly in the interest of children. Thus far, we find no justification whatsoever for this existing discrimination against fathers. We therefore add our we therefore add our voice to the various campaigns by fatherhood lobby groups for the immediate addressing of the imbalance between fatherhood and motherhood rights and responsibilities. We strongly advocate for equality of the law for both fathers and mothers from birth of a child unless there is a dispute of fatherhood. Each year, the lives of hundreds of thousands of innocent children are blighted by long-term emotional, psychological, and spiritual scares, agony, and anguish inflicted by the gagging vindictiveness of vicious women who believe that frustrating the fatherhood rights of men is a way of settling scores with partners they have fallen out with for whatever reason. The sad, completely unnecessary, and costly reality is that it is the rights of children that become casualties. Where children are denied the love, bonding, and irreplaceable role modeling of their biological fathers, without which consequential imbalances in growth sow seed of instability, insecurity, lack of self-confidence, and vulnerabilities that more often than not leads to criminal behavior and a revolving door syndrome. The Great Trust reiterates its belief that the best interest of every child is served with equal parental rights of children, and urges legislators, policymakers, the courts, family law practitioners, children, young agencies, and relevant authority to seek redress in law, administration of justice, and practice to manifest parental equality as the best interest of children. Thank you.